Yes, sir. Ski. What's going on with it, YouTube family?
I'm about to die. No, I'm about to live. Energy never dies. Multiple dimensions.
We might need to go grab a goddamn show in a real way. But anyways, anyhow, what's going on with it today, man? Like I said, you know how I do it. It's about to be real brief. You feel me? Because I got a lot of shit to do. But yeah, today's subject is going to be about sex. You feel me? A very brief description of sex. Sacred energy exchange. You feel what I'm saying? Because a lot of people is taking advantage and abusing sex. You feel me? And I was one of them once upon a time. So I ain't here to judge at all. But a lot of people may agree, a lot of people may not. But that's not what I'm here for. I ain't here to for a rubbing back session. If you want that, you might need to go to a chiropractor, you feel me, or a massage therapist. You did. But yeah, in a real way, man. Look, man, I've been on a fast from sex. You feel me? Sex comes in different forms, not just intercourse sexually between a woman and a man. You feel me? Sex is any type of energy you're exchanging far as hearing, sensing, seeing, eating, sexual pleasure, all these different things is sex, sacred energy exchange. You feel me? And those are the key words, sacred. You feel me? Energy exchange. Now look, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Some may call me a weirdo. But one thing for sure, I ain't no queer, bro. Yeah, but look, check this out. This shit real authentic, homie. And it's really been heavy on my heart lately, cause every time I turn on YouTube, IG, Instagram, and all these other platforms, all you see is these ladies and these niggas, excuse my language and my lingo. You feel me? But it is what it is. Man, y'all out there showing your ass, exposing all your goodies, all your different gifts that the universe has blessed you with. Some of it's fake, a facade, and counterfeit. Some of it's authentic and real. But whatever it is, man, it needs to stop. It needs to stop now. Please. I'm sick of seeing this shit, bro. On the real, bro. I remember back in the days, homie, when we used to imagine what a lady looked like. You feel what I'm saying? Now you can't even imagine and really fantasize about her because everything is already to the forefront. You're not even giving us an imagination. You feel what I'm saying? You can't even differ or how can I explain this, man? Give me the words, universe, ancestors. You feel me? You can't even differentiate a male from a female these days because now you got the LGBTQ or whatever you want to call it. They taking over. You feel what I'm saying? And I remember when trans used to have to put on a whole different facade just to be this woman perpetrating. You feel what I'm saying? I remember that, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, now, everybody's got these silicones, all this different work done to their anus. You feel what I'm saying? They getting injections from fat transfer into their vaginas now. You got men who's insecure with their things. You feel what I'm saying? These niggas getting marbles or whatever you want to call it, implants inside their penises now. Man, what the hell is really going on, bro? This is some real life sick shit. Sodom and Gomorrah. You feel me? And really, bro, ladies, I just want to apologize for everybody. For anyone who has ever made you insecure. Well, let me rephrase that, because you can't make somebody insecure because it's insecure. You only can make yourself insecure by the insecurities that you think of yourself, which is illusions. And it all comes from other people's expectations and demons projecting it onto you, referring to, you should look this kind of way. This is what beauty looks like. This is what ugliness looks like. Everything is backwards now, homie. You've been taught in reverse. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, the true beauty sometimes is ugly. And sometimes ugly mother. Come on, bro. True beauty is sometimes ugly. And sometimes beauty is ugly than a mother. We've been taught backwards, homie. We've been taught wrong. There is no such thing of ugly. There is no such thing of imperfect. Everybody was created perfect and designed according to how you was able to be designed by the Creator. You feel what I'm saying? So what is beauty and what is ugly? Because the majority of the people that I know that's so-called beautiful, handsome, fine, gorgeous, all these different words, which is nothing but curses and spells and hexes created by colonizers to confuse us, to throw us off alignment with the circadian rhythm, homie, and who we really are. Now, these motherfuckers that came is the true ugly motherfucker. You feel me? These was cancerous, parasitical, dis-ease, not at ease within people. Then they projected all their demons and de-evils onto us and made us feel and think as we were low. When really, we were the higher ones. We were the gods. We were the goddesses. And they knew this. They know this. They were beneath us. You feel what I'm saying? Some people gonna get upset. Some people gonna feel what I'm saying. But like I said, this ain't no rubbing, patting the back section right now. This is needed. Because I'm sick of it, homie. Some people scared to even talk about this shit. And for those who are projecting this on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, or any other platform, I respect you to the highest fullest, homie. In a real way. Like I said, fear is connected to cancer and parasites. Get rid of it, homie, and face it, embrace it in a real way. Back to it now. Sacred energy exchange, homie, is not meant to be having intercourse with just anyone. And it definitely ain't meant for penis on penis, vagina on vagina. It ain't meant for that, homie. Once upon a time, we were one. And really, we didn't even have sex with each other. We didn't have to. That's how powerful we was. I'm about to f your head up right now with what I'm about to say. And some people might unfollow me and call me a weirdo. But one thing for sure, I ain't no queer though. Anyways, anywho, No disrespect to the community, the LGBTQ community. I respect y'all. I got love for y'all too, bro. But it is what it is. I got a kid. You feel me? And one thing for sure, I do not want my kid being confused growing up, not knowing who she really is, homie. Because the world is trying to project these demons and all these lies from Sodom and Gomorrah teachings onto us. And they're forcing it upon us, walking amongst us. And we supposed to just put our heads down and nod to it and bow. Because they say, this is hate crimes. This is something that you can't speak about because you're hating and you're showing hatred towards other people. You can't judge people. Man, that's a goddamn lie. Nigga, I can judge whoever I want to judge, homie. Because this is coming from a pure source. Because I don't really live in it. You feel what I'm saying? In a real way. I got cousins that's on that side. And I'm pretty sure we all do. But if you really want to be real, how did we all become this false identity, bro? You feel me? You see, you got males that's on swole. I mean, these niggas is on swole. Big pecs, big ass legs, muscular, look like Incredible Hulk. But niggas in the inside is softer than a goddamn cookie, bro. Then you got niggas that look like me, cut up, lean, nigga, a straight warrior within. You feel what I'm saying? So who is who, really who? We all confused, homie, on identity crisis right now, bro. Nobody really know who they is. To me, all this activity that's going on is a trend now. It's just a trend to be gay. It's a trend to be a lesbian. It's a trend to have orgies with each other. Man, this shit is a straight satanic, homie. And I don't give who like it. You feel what I'm saying? This ain't no hate, no shade to anybody. But somebody gotta do it. I ain't scared at all. I don't fear nothing. I don't fear you. System. This illusional government. These illusional people who's ruling over us, the puppeteers. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga, I battle you. You feel what I'm saying? To the truth. You can't debate the truth. You feel what I'm saying? And anybody who goes against this, that lets me know who's the demonic mother. Who's who. Because if the truth ain't in you, homie, it will reveal itself. This is the time in the age of Aquarius, homie, the age of information. Everything is exposing itself. We in Revelation. Everything is revealing itself. And if you scared to project from your diaphragm, homie, and speak what's right, to do the righteous thing, then the truth ain't in you, homie. You need to be destroyed. And you will be destroyed and eradicated sooner than you can blink. That's a promise and a guarantee. This is coming from a higher source, from a higher power, from the gods amongst us. They are back, homie. They're here, but just waiting for the perfect time. We don't have too much longer, homie. You better get it right. All you people, especially my people, the melanated, carbon, non-ether gods, Anunnaki. You better get it right. Stop giving your vagina to anybody. Stop giving your penis to any female. It's not even meant to be misused like that, bro. This shit is royal, the phallus and the chalice. You feel me? When we come together as one, just like the hermaphrodites. Once upon a time in the beginning, homie, we were hermaphrodites. We was one unit, one God and one goddess. We didn't need to have no seeds, no fruit. You feel me? Because we were one. Until we were separated and we broke off. And that's when we fell in frequency. We were giants and huge. This planet is for giants. Look around. Look at the mountaintops. Those used to be tree stumps. The trees of life. You feel what I'm saying? We were giants, homie. And that's why my energy is still a giant. That's why they feared me. They've been watching me since I've been a newborn, homie. And been keeping agents following me. Wherever I go. At my job sites. In the market. In your relationships. Through your family. As I spoke in the last video. This is the Matrix, homie. And we are surrounded by a bunch of Agent Smiths. A bunch of shapeshifters and different species that's not really from this planet, homie. They're parasitical, and I don't know how they got here, but all this information is unraveling. And it will speak for itself very soon. And you guys will see the truth. And there's nothing that they can do about it, because their time is already up. That's why they're doing all this shit, trying to keep this false power that they never had. We were the power source. They've been feeding off us all this time. All this time. And that's why they've been feeding you all these lies. Keeping us off balance with each other. Keeping the man and the female separated instead of in one union, homie. Let's come back together as one unit, as one community, one nation. You feel what I'm saying? We are sun warriors, sun gods and goddesses. No, we didn't worship the sun, but the sun was this portal, homie, the source from within that projects outward. Everything is always within. All this other shit around us is illusional, homie, and been placed amongst us to confuse us, as I've said. Now, sacred energy exchange is sacred for a reason. You're not supposed to exchange your life force with any and everybody. Here's proof. To all you females that want to get your back broke, all these different sayings, demon dick, and I got that. I'm a soul snatcher. Listen to this shit. Listen to how this sound. I'm a soul snatcher. Why would you want to snatch another man's soul? Why do you want to snatch a black woman's soul? That's what parasites do. Pay attention. Take heed. Listen. Open your eyes. Open this eye. And close your eyes. Because all this false light around us is causing nothing but illusions. And it's trickery and sorcery and magic created by these people that has learned this power from us. They took it from us. The true sorcerers, the true magicians. You feel me? The wizards, the witches, whatever you want to call it. Voodoo, hoodoo, all this stuff that we used to have as gifts and we still do within us. Now we're using it against each other. Now they got us using witchcraft towards ourselves. Through words. Casting spells. Hexes amongst ourselves. And you wonder why we're in the position that we're in. English language was created purposely to destroy the telepathic communication we used to have amongst each other, that we used to use as indigenous people. We didn't speak in English linguistics. All right? We was able to send signals to each other and be quiet. We didn't have to speak. That's what caused us to fall. These words, which is nothing but sword, just like in the Bible it say. Words is more sharper than a double-edged sword, homie. Now, I'm not a religious person, but it's a lot of truth in that word, homie. If you pay attention and you dissect it correctly, and you use it to break the spells and the curses that has been placed amongst us all. As I said, I'm streaming from a higher source. I don't have any scripts to give you. Like majority of these podcasts, keyword, podcast, to cast spells on you pod-ass people, my nigga. Listen to the words and pay attention. I created that and made that up. May not be a fact, but it's a fact in my eyes because etymology is powerful. If you break down these words, they've been casting spells and teaching us how to cast spells since elementary. Proof. Facts. Factomatics. The first thing we was learned in school was what? How to spell. And what was the kind of writing that they taught us other than printing? Cursive. We've been wizards and witches since we've been babies, homie, not even realizing we've been casting spells with these words amongst ourselves. This is crazy, bro. You better be careful who you giving your vagina to. You better be careful who you allowing to inherit your penis. A woman was created for one man, homie. And it's obvious that males was created to be fruitful and multiply. A female is supposed to be multiplied and be fruitful too as well. But the way that this is happening, homie, is backwards. And it's a curse amongst our race. No, I apologize for saying that. This ain't no race. Listen, human race. First of all, this ain't no goddamn race. They got us in a race amongst all of us. With these color schemes. We've been lied about that too. Yeah, true enough. Everybody on this planet once upon a time was black blue, which was the indigo seeds, homie. Bluish black, jet black, blacker than his shirt, to where they illuminate blue, purple. We all had a different frequency and a color based off our vibration once upon a time. Some was red, yellow, green, blue, purple, all the spectrums from the chakra. All the colors from the spectrum within your chakras, within the rainbow. Now they're using the rainbow for evil. And they gave that title to LGBT. Q, that is. Man, I dare you do something like that, bro. And take our knowledge and our true identity and taint it. You people gotta wake up, bro. Especially my people, bro. White, black, yellow. If your energy is vibrating on a frequency as me, you are my family, because family is frequency. And Nature Boy taught us that on a different level. Shout out to him. I would never take another guy's knowledge, even though it's all our knowledge, but he gave a whole different perspective on this information, as well as Rashad Jamal, Dr. York, and all these other brothers who were authentic, who were streaming from a higher source and not just doing it for currency, a dollar, instead of cosmic currency, which is priceless. I think we all better get it right, man. Time is almost up. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Now our attention spans can't even pay attention. We can't even listen or pay attention for too long because they've deteriorated our attention span, homie. You feel me? With different segments and all these different platforms and shit that they got us on. IG is fake. It's not real. A lot of these people is false prophets. Keywords. False prophets. Because they false is in doing it for a profit. Stop it. Nigga, I'm fly genie to God, forever luminous and immortal, generating energy naturally and enormously. That's the acronym for fly genie, homie. You gotta be a genius, a god streaming from a higher force to even create such a thing. As I said, when the currency comes, financially, it comes. And I'm going to attract it, not chase it. I do this from the kindness of my heart, from the purity of my heart, homie. Because I'm authentic. I'm a real God. Anunnaki, that is. I come from the bloodline of the Anunnakis. And I am extraterrestrial. We are the aliens. Go tap in with Yaki Awaken. Dan Callaways. And all these other brothers who's authentic. And who've been doing this way before me. On YouTube, that is. Sex was not meant to be abused like this, bro. Why would you want to get your back, bro, instead of made love to? And really, I hate the word love. I keep saying this because when you spell it backwards, it's evil. E-V-O-L. You see the trickery in this shit? You better be careful who you love, homie. Because love backwards is evil. I really hate the term God, because if you spell it backwards, it's dog. And I don't come from no damn dog. But I know who. But we ain't gonna talk about that right now. That's a whole different situation. You feel me? Be careful who you give your energy to, who you speaking to. That's why a lot of people, oh, he's angry, he's mad. Why you always look so mean? Nigga, first of all, F you. Second of all, ain't nothing about me mean, homie. I don't go harming people's lives and trying to soul snatch them. I want to love my woman, homie. I want to love my empress. I don't want to blow no back outs. You need your back. Why you think a lot of women is going through cervical cancer and different discrepancies within their vagina and having trouble? Yes, we were compromised through food, through air, and all the elements, homie, that we're surrounded by has been compromised by these evil, wicked mother and these evil ass scientists. Black woman, beyond black, because black is just a false name and classification. We are not black. We are indigenous, homie. You feel what I'm saying? And that's real. We are royal, supernatural, omnipotent, powerful, magnificent. Let's be magnets towards one another and magnify each other and glorify and worship each other like we once did before. For all these dudes, and females that's big on the size of a man's thing. Once upon a time, a lot of you ladies couldn't even take a 3.5 inch because your shit only go a certain length, no more than 4 inches. And there is no such thing of a small or a big, because it was all designed according to that specific person's body. Now, don't get it wrong. Once upon a time, all the guys was working with, because we was giants, homie. So even the average between 6 and 12, some 13, 14. I'm gonna tell you like this, homie. Your shit's still small, whether you like it or not. Because a woman, homie, can fit a whole head, nigga, inside of her vagina, homie. That is a portal. So all you niggas think that you putting in work, thinking that you snatching souls, and what you really big on, the demon dick whole terminology, and this whole woman with giving head. You know women is given, excuse me, y'all. Now they're getting throat cancer, homie, from being these throat gobblers. Because they want to soul snatch a man and control a man and have him wrapped around their finger so that they can puppeteer him. And just like with the man who smacking on the woman and beating that thing up, bro, it's not even made for that. First of all, a woman is supposed to be on top. You feel what I'm saying? Because she's the one that gives the throne, homie. She's the throne. She's supposed to be the one at the top. You feel what I mean? That's why when you go look at the hieroglyphics on all the pyramids all over the world, the woman is the most powerful, homie. She's the X gene. X marks the spot. She's the X chromosome. We're the Y chromosome. Excuse me, y'all. I'm getting beside myself. The Y, which means the man is, we don't have the full features that the woman have, homie. The woman have every feature. That's why she's the womb in the man at the same time. And once upon a time, as I said, we used to be hermaphrodites, one connected, one source. There was no division to separate it. That's where you got the whole story with the lady Mary and ISIS and all these different stories from the past, was able to have a child without intercourse. These was facts, homie. And that's because we was all one once upon a time, connected. That's why you got some males being born gay, because they really don't understand the femininity within them. Also, we've been malfunctioned through the system. That's why a lot of it's coming out how they are. And a lot of women is coming out more masculine. The roles have switched. And we must be put back in our place in proper order. In order to be powerful again, man. If you want to continue to get your back blew out, ladies, man, if you want to continue to get your penis sucked up until your soul snatched, and you wonder why you're tired after, you feel what I'm saying? You wonder why you're dying faster at early age. I hope you know, the more sex you have, you're giving your energy to that particular person, a female. And why do you think she said soul snatch? Because she's absorbing and taking all your life force, which is your sperm, homie, which is life force. And you wonder why you're getting caught slipping. You sleep. You can't even pay attention. You can't even observe harm and danger because you ain't tapped in. You having too much sex. You women, you having too much sex. And you ain't supposed to be having sex unless you're being fruitful. So if you're just having sex for pleasure, just to give off a nut or an orgasm, what are you doing? And you know I'm telling the truth. You know this is facts. This is why you can't find a man. You keep going from different sizes to different sizes. Man, this is why you can't find your empress. Because you're looking, oh, what's the fattest ass? Who got the biggest breasts? The fattest coochie? The flattest coochie? The smallest coochie? The widest coochie? Oh yeah, female got small penises too. Don't get it twisted. You got some women that's born with penises. I'm talking about big penises, homie, like a hermaphrodite. You feel me? And this is facts. Go look it up and do your research. What you think the clit is? Nothing but a penis, homie. A small penis, bro. Open it up, glance at it, and look at it. And you tell me if I'm wrong. So, to keep it real with you, you niggas is sucking penises too. They just smaller than what you think. And I'm one of them too. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Call me a weirdo. I know some of you ain't gonna understand, overstand, or understand. But you will one day. You will soon. And remember I said it. Take care and preserve yourself. Self-preservation. Starve yourself and fast from giving your body to the next person. And you wonder why you can't keep a man or you can't keep a woman. If penises matter, why you women can't find a man and keep one man? You feel me? If vaginas and all this stuff matter, why are we having trouble staying with one person? Or being polygamous in order like we supposed to? The whole teachings is all screwed up, homie. And I'm here to put it back in order. Put it back in its place. Put these women back in their place where they're supposed to be. Put these men back in their place where they're supposed to be. Come on now. Gods and goddesses. Beyond that, we beyond gods and goddesses. Beyond kings and queens. These are just words, homie. Words can't even explain who we really are, who we truly are. Man, I know I'm doing a lot of stuttering and stuff like that, man. But I'm passionate about this, bro. And this is something I've been observing for years. And I couldn't understand it and understand it. But now I understand it, man. Come on now. I'm gonna let that sink in for a few seconds. You don't love yourself when you're giving your body to just any and everybody. This man, oh, he ain't working with nothing, girl. So shit, I'm gonna move on to the next. I'm gonna move on to the next. If penises really matter, how come when you do get a hole to a huge one, you still don't even end up with that nigga? You come to find and realize that you don't even like that nigga. Or you don't even like that woman. You feel what I'm saying? Because y'all ain't even compatible. You rushed with lust. Instead of being tapped into the source, attracting instead of chasing. You want to chase and want instant gratification. And this is the reason why we're all out of place. You got the black man leaving the black woman now. Well, it's been happening for years, but now it's at an all-time high. You got the black woman say she want to date all her race because they don't see no future with a black man. But their father's black than their mother. Their mother's is black than the mother. And whether she light-skinned, she's still black. If she brown-skinned, caramel-skinned, she's still black. It's all one, homie. We come in different complexions. That's how powerful we are. We the only race, the only entities, the only spirits, the only soul forms that can do this stuff. We gotta get our minds right, back in order, back in synchronization, in alignment with the planets, homie. Back with the circadian rhythm, like it once was. Heal yourself. Heal your soul and your spirit from all this contamination. Fast from all these different foods that we put in our bodies. And we wonder why we're getting diabetes. Key word. Listen to it. Diabetes. And they want you to go on a diet. You see the words and the curses and the spells and this shit? This shit is always set up, homie. This is rigged for failure. And if you ain't paying attention, you're gonna get caught right in the mix. And it's gonna be too late. This is the time now to take back control, homie. To be the rulers of ourselves like we once was, of this planet and every other planet all over the universes and the different galaxies and star systems. It's like the Energizer Bunny. It keeps going and going and going. They've been showing us the truth in the commercials, in these cartoons, in these movies for years. And we ain't been paying attention. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. from your sleep, from your dream. Stop chasing your dreams. Say, man, I'm getting beside myself right now. I really want to go way harder. I got a lot of more stuff to say. But I'm going to hold it and control myself. You feel me? I wasn't expecting to be on here this long. But when you streaming from a higher source, ain't nothing you can do about it. Whenever the ancestors want us to stop, that's when we're going to stop. And that's real. I'm the glitch in the matrix, homie. I'm Neo. Because when you spell it backwards and unscramble the word Neo, N-E-O, is one. Because I'm the one, homie. To bring the light, to bring the change. To bring back the power of the gods and the goddesses on what we once were. And we still is. You don't have no choice but to return back to the source. We already in hell, homie. Trying to get back in a heaven state. To this golden age that's amongst us. If you're going to be a part of that golden age, you're going to have to do a lot of cleansing, a lot of fasting, a lot of cleaning out different energies and entities that you've took upon. Stop being a parasite, trying to be a soul snatcher. Women and men, we became parasites to each other. And all we want to do is drain each other's energy off sex instead of giving each other's energy. It's like a plug that plugs right in the motherboard within the source. It becomes one. That's how we used to be, homie. Now, the plug has been unplugged from the source. Without the source, there is no power from this plug. And we can't receive the power from the source until you plug in. Yin and yang, homie. Balance. Let's get back to it. Or you will be eradicated. This is a warning. Fear what's coming if you don't change. That's one thing you should fear. And fear is connected to cancer. And right now, all of us got cancer. All of us got diseases, even though there's no such thing of a dis-ease. You only can be at ease or not at ease. We've been distorted and contaminated. And now it's time to cleanse ourselves and reconnect and link up as one. You don't have no choice. It's either that or receive the chaos what's coming. Because it is coming. From them, the false gods who's ruling this planet. And it's really coming from a higher source, from Mother Earth.
I'm not living to lie. No. I'm not living to die. No. I'm about living to live.
Right.
Cause energy never dies. Multiply, multiple, multi-dimensional plus a
Love
trillion
you.
times. I am a god, dressed up in genius high, so I stay fly, super, super high. Need no love to float upon these hoes. Hell no, that's why they wish me well, wishing I was low. Goddamn, I'm so swift, I change my shifts and watch me drift. I'm catching flight.